了解。オリジナルキャラクターとカスタムキャラクターがあると。よし、行くか。
Still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Ah, 壊れたんじゃなくて開けてくれたのか。夢じゃなかったんだ。
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring magister...
My chef, wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face. Damn. If it's not one thing, it's another. No way I can trust those fools to deal with any nonsense on their own. Can't leave the prisoner alone, though. He's been nothing but trouble, I hear.
筋力だ。
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. And keep your hands where I can see them. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
No. That's one problem solved. A dead magister.
So much
Somebody
for a
will have to
peaceful
take the
stroll.
blame for this. And it won't be me.
お、いきなり襲ってきやがったね。そういうことか。 よし。
Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time. There'll be a suspect Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always
手伝ってやろう。
does.
いつものことなのか。
You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man.
へえ、す
Small
ごいね
ones。this time. Thank the God. We'll find out
は
who
い。
did it.
どうですか。危ねえ。はい。
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
俺ならできるので、いや、危ないね。
Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, it wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their cot. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers.
確か
Some
に。
bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a
取引か。
shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
あなたの価値はもっと高いで
Not
す。
in here, it isn't. You let me know if you hear anything.
確かに。瓶開ける。あ、やべ。そういうことか。さっさと行こう。お、セビルが
An
来た。
elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her
参加
head.
し
Game
ちゃ
for
ダメ
one.
なの？
I'm a rolling dice. Deciding fates.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But
Oh,
I can
not
read
at
the
all.
past. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall
こ
I?
れはいい。
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient, like
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers.
すごいな。
As you were reminiscing about the things you used to do together.
全
Of
くその
course
通
it
りだ。
is. The truth. But don't you worry, darling. I don't lick until.
私は一体何をしてしまったんだ。
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
she looks you up and down with the merest hint of a.
Never say never, though.
死肉を食らわせたいな。
One of them. I know it.
You put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't
Oh.
care about us. We're like cattle to
食べたもしかして俺。
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
one of us wouldn't kill our own.
待て待て待て。
One by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
使っちゃったらしいぞ。なんか
Make me mad.
The woman keeps
Let's
rolling
cut
her
them.
dice.
Insufferable, surely.
セビルに食ってほしかったのにな。
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face. He stares across.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I bet 3.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's
なる
warning,
ほど。
the man named
どう
leans
し
in
た？
and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hawking a phlegmy
Yes,
goblet in your
General.
general direction, the sullen Magister settles back.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander. Many.
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword, and now he's Johnny Big Pants. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the joy.
そうだ
Oh
な。
wait, no. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reasonable.
なるほどね。ちゃんと解説してくれるんだ。テーブルとっぽいね。フォートジョイについて何か知らない
Heard
か
a。lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since
Alexander.
Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
アレクサンダーにあって新世紀者について思うところを
Easy
話したい
now.
ね。
I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
そうか。
What are you
わかった。
conspiring about over there? You!
Oh, don't mind him.
私、セ
Vic's
ルナー
just
ク
got
と
a
申
bee
し
in
ま
his
す。
bonnet. And that bee is me.
そうだか。
Name!
Victor
Magister
です
Victor
よ。
looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny note.
Away with you. At once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet. What?
OK。
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the
殺人があったのです、陛下。
Don't you get saucy with me.
出し汁の気をも知らずに反抗的な態度を取るな。確か
Your kind always hung closest to
に。ナミヤさん。
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots, and meanwhile the magisters feast on honeyed meat behind.
それはいい。レッドプリンスか、
Well,
君は。
well. What have we here? A fresh face.
The lizard looks you up and down, like if all of a sudden he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
彼の機嫌をとってどうなるか試してみよ
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find Now then, to business.
う。なんか
You
来
will
たぞ、な
answer
ん
me
か。
three
犬
questions.
が来た。
The first one is this. Can you cook?
厨房の魔術師、真の料理人だ。
Ah, music
Magazero.
to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
残念ながら、これは夏には涼しいんだよ。
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic. A bag is on then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
櫛やお城や香水には一過言あるという。
The very basics then. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. As per your own testimony, you can cook and groom, but you have the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown
ファッシ
suit.
ョンセンスイズマンキーって言ってるね。猿並みのファッションセンサーだと。
Beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations.
言っている
As
こ
of
とが
now,
よくわ
my
からない
slave,
な。
of course. Oh, but anyway, you may leave me for a moment.
うん。レッドプリンスだけは仲間にしてあげねえな。ギルに喋ろう。
You're one of them, a divine order loyal. They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
じゃあビーストの方
I've
A
never
broad
died.
dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous
Oh,
plaits.
めっちゃおしゃれ
He
じゃん。
raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the
何を聞かなければい
The
けないんだい
ship, of course.
お船を聞こう
A
と。
wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates.
海
The
が鳴いて
groaning
い
of
る。
wood.
And
海が起こって船を転覆さ
The
せるよう
fellow
な感
cocks
じ
his
で
ear,
す。
listening.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close. There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
何かが聞こえた。
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the
なるほど。
helmsman jerks it clockwise. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
なんでだよ、フォートジョイに。フォートジョイ。どういう意味だね。
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
脱出計画を企ててるのはそれに加わりたいね。
He continues stroking his beard. A beard.
なんだい。お、猟犬だ。頑張ってるね。何してるじゃねん。一体名前が
I
何
don't
なんだ。
like comedy. The Divine Order once. Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy, we're trying to catch a...
どうですか。
It's a register, sir. Good, good. You faring okay so far?
確かに。
He tugs the collar of his uniform and
Sorry you're upset, sir. But wait, you head on in now. Well,
お、紳士的なやつだ。フェイン。
the elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scatter. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that.
Fascinating.
やめてください。
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
What purpose did that serve? Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some... You have my apologies. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
この男は誰だ。
Ah, yes. My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... Well, I am a seeker. It is pleasurable to meet you. Hardly.
何の本読んで
I've
んだ
been
い。
reading this one for several minutes and I have yet to find a single insight. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
うん。戦争について教えてあげよ
Oh,
う。
please. I have no... No.
そ
I
う
want
です
to
か。
know about the Celeste. This text tells me that they created all creatures. Where did these gods come from? Who are their
確かに。
people? Where are the others of their kind?
神々は自然の法則ですよ。
Of course you don't have any useful information. What? Now please, run along. I have a...
No amount of pestering will get...
そう。ド
You
リ
look
ス。
like my daddy. His name is Frida. He's wait.
サンデ
You
ィ。
know Losa? She's a really good.
こいつらもこんな子供もそういう使いなの。
Like me. That means we're friends already.
おい。
Ah, there you are. Husband.
ハズバン
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical. Why, I never. I left my good pals at home, or I'd be clutching them with all my... Say as you will, husband. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb won't be treated so.
The children break out into giggles.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great...
Yeah, okay, you found me out.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
うん。
You
もうね。
presume right.
お、 一緒に回らないか
So
い
I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You take care, though.
そうですか。
Trying not to find anything out.
Suddenly, her eyes
That's
cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
No change came over.
Good luck, Chief.
Good luck, Chief. いいね、ちょっと英語わかるな。
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
お前が流れの男を殺したと。
Yes, I did. But of
ウィン
course
デ
that
ゴ
was
出た。
only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks at
There are others whose lives must end.
なんだって俺が関係するのか
God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
どういう意味だ
Means your journey draws to a close. Do
そういうこ
She
と
reaches for her collar and simply
I'm just about to create a
Subdue her men quickly. If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
巻き込むんじゃねえ
wicked
Precisely.
来たドワーそういうことかインディゴ
What's happened?
ツールチップの R3 あ、こういうことやべえ音がしてんぞお、レッドプリンス
What happened?
寝言を言うな
The lizard's eyes close as he
ナミはすまん金はいただいていく
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. You hear a faint thud, thud.
お生きてるなよしよしあれギルがいないじゃんおいやべやべやべやべちょ水
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her arm she doesn't stir. ビクターはお前にはもう必要ないイファン Ifan
し
lies
っかりしろ
motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his eyes flicker open.
ルシアン
Ifan cries out. Then
なんだとそうだあとセビルだ
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
セビル行こ
it's
う
no use. You're
The dice roll darkly.
セビルいいねあと誰だっけローゼかローゼカマンドボール子供たちがいないじゃないかこれ手がかりだからな古代の
the
書物
magister lies on the floor.
トロ古代の書物いただきほうなるほ
The
ど
magister lies on the floor.
もう一個あったんかもう一フロアグルグラフ怒るんじゃないよ
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues. The dog notices you for the first time and snarls.
You sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Please, make it stop. Oh.
オンラインの仕事だやるんだ
Too much. Can't.
the dog whines.
しっかりしろねえ 回復。OK。ダメか、仲間になるかと思ったな。お、フェイがいる。
Pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious juke. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous insight.
No. What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even...
The skeleton looks up.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back.
I know your god did not gift you with much, but do you look at me and think, why yes, there is someone with organs enough to drown? No, damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the sea floor, I will simply walk to shore. Whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over. I believe you did, although I was wearing the face of an elf at the time. I had a mask rather ingeniously designed, a mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
The skeleton holds up his book in...
I am trying to discover if there is anyone worth saving. And I will be damned if I let the lives of some mayflies get in my way. Go on, go, swim or drown or do whatever takes your fancy. I have a book to read. Please, my time is short, although yours, I gather, is infinite.
The marking on the door was painted recently. Judging from its... You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor... It doesn't budge. The door goes open, but...
危ねえ。普通に行くところだったさ。危ねえ。よし、上に上がるか。装備は全部整ったし。戦闘開始。死んでるし。ゲッセルナイトは死んでしまった。早い。そいや。投げます。ほっほい。よし、いいじゃん。投げろ。トゥイ。お、船長。暗闇のオーラの持ってるね、船長。決めて。おお。やべえ。あちち危ね これか。ほら。なんだろ。攻撃だ、ボイドボー君に。届かないの？出発しようぜ。
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old story.
タワレガキがギル裏切りやがって
The
る。
dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes.
Said there were other people down there. We need to
あ
help
あ、そうか、
them.
子供たちか。
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
なるほど。臆病な腰抜け目。
Thank you, thank you. There's a ladder right over there.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear? Head to it.
いいよ、助けに行くぞ。みんな、しっかりしろ。
The Magister lies on the floor.
しっかりしろ、シワン。
You can walk. Get yourself up the ladder.
おっと、なんだ。
Find Woken. No telling where there might be more. We need to move.
お、みんな行ってる、みんな行ってる。
Pretty good team.
みんな行ってる。逃げろ、逃げろ、お前ら。お前ら逃げろ。おい、扉をすり抜けていくな、お前ら。ナミや。ナミ死んじゃったんだ。かわいそうに。
I hear something. It's Magister Siwan.
She tries to
Monica.
speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem with jagged
Let's get the arrow.
movements. She raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan, something in her ship, snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly.
よっ。なんでこった。
Ripping the ship apart.
ってなっちゃうのか、そうか。脱出しようとしたのに。